with a third grader today. This is Carson Clary.
Hi, guys.
And I'm Mrs. Clary. Carson, how did you like the book, The Three Little Tamales?
I loved it.
Nice. Well, today we're going to be working on one of those goals that third graders need to work on this year, and that is to be able to recount fables. Now, to be able to do that, we have a special project for today. Here is what you'll need. You're going to need, out of your supply folder, your Flip Flaps book project directions page. You're going to need your yellow piece of construction paper. And then from your own house, you're going to need
Scissors
and a pencil and a
Sharpie
or other marker of your choice. And then you can have crayons, markers, or colored pencils to be able to color and draw with. Okay, Carson, I am going to give you the directions today, and we're going to see if you can follow them. But for all of you watching at home, remember you have these directions in your supply folder too. If you want to follow along with us, you could do this as we do it, and then you can simply pause the video while you're completing each step. Okay, Carson, here you go. You get the yellow piece of paper. I'll read the first direction. So direction number 1, fold the paper in half horizontally. Now, if we're folding in half, we need to make 2 equal parts. So make sure that those edges match up. Yeah, and in case you don't know, that's hot dog style. Got that, Carson? Here, I can help you with that. We'll make sure they match really well. Nice and tidy. Good job. Okay, direction number 2. It says fold the paper in half vertically. That's hamburger style. Yeah, go ahead. Nice. Let's hold that up so everybody can see. So we went from hot dog, horizontally. Now we're going vertically there. Okay, really nice. Okay, let's do that one more time. Can you fold the paper in half again vertically? Yep, make sure those edges match really nicely. Good job, because we want to have equal parts. Now, how many equal parts do you think you're going to have now?
I don't know.
Ooh, let's open it up and find out. Let's see. All right. Okay, but we want to keep it. Now, he opened it up all the way, which is completely fine. But it's going to be a flip-flop project, so we're going to open it up just this far. Okay. So how many equal parts did you get?
4.
4. Nice job. We did this right. Okay, here's the next step. You're going to take your pencil, and I want you to trace along each of the folds. And I'm going to hold that up for you so you can see what I mean. Now, the reason I have you trace along the folds is because oftentimes students, when I say to cut on the folds, will cut all the way through both sides of the papers. You see what I mean? So you want to, nice, Carson, good job. You want to hold those up so they can see it, and see how he drew the lines right there, because I only want you, now here comes the next one, you're going to open it up all the way. Yep, show him it open. See, now he only has the lines drawn down here, and now you need to cut along those lines until the center fold, and then stop at the center fold. So cut up along those lines and then stop at the center fold. We'll see if he can do this. This is the hardest step. It looks like we're going to be all right. Okay, we've got 1. Fingers crossed. Can he do it? We're headed to 2. Yes. Okay, now we've almost, created the flip-flaps. Let's see. Yes, Carson. Now you can fold it back in half there. Look at that. So this is, oh, goodness gracious, it's getting away from me. You can follow directions really well. Nice job. So see that? It created a little flap that you can flip. Flip it up, flip it down, flip it all around. All right, now we need to label our flaps. It says, number 5, we're going to illustrate and write about the main character on one flap. So right here, we want to write main character. Now, if you don't know how to spell that, you can look right down at your direction page. And it tells you exactly how to spell that. And I'm going to give you a black marker to label main character right here on the first outside flap, and then we'll show it to everybody. Okay, and there's the spelling again. I always use my resources for spelling. I mean, if it is right there on the paper, I always feel like I need to spell it correctly because it's right there in front of me. So I don't take any guesses. I use the resources that I have. That's great. You're doing fantastic. Okay, he's got one labeled. Okay, so he has main character labeled. Now, inside of this flap, he is going to need to draw a picture of the main character in, of course, the three little tamales, and he is going to write everything he knows to be true about that character. We're not going to show you that part right now. I'm going to show you number 6. This one says you illustrate and write about the setting. So we're going to label the front of this flap setting. And Carson, where will you go to find the spelling of setting if you didn't know?
I would go to the writing on the paper.
Yeah, right on the directions. So on flap number 2, let's write setting. And when we know the elements of the story, like main character, setting, the plot, including the rising action and the climax and the greatest problem, nice job. Show that to our 3rd grade group. Nice, okay. Then we really can recount and talk about the story more easily. Okay, it says number 7, illustrate and write about the problem. So guess what are you going to label flap, the 3rd flap?
Problem.
You got it. And you bet you can go right to the direction page to be able to spell problem correctly. I'm sure most of you know how to spell it, but it's not bad to double check. All right, nice. And then number 8, it says illustrate and write about the solution. So Carson, what's going to be on the last flap?
Right.
You're going to write about what? The solution. Phew. Put that on our last flap. We'll show our flip flap project to everyone. Of course, if there's a problem in a story, there has to be a solution. Otherwise, how would we ever get to the resolution? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You take one end, I'll take the other. All right. Flap number 1, main character. Now Carson has a big job ahead of him. He has to draw the main character and write about the main character. Flap number 2. What is it?
Setting.
So you have to draw the setting and write about the setting. Flap number 3 is the problem. So he has to draw the problem and then write about the problem. And then you tell him, what is flap number 4?
Solution.
And then he has to
Draw about the solution
and
write about the solution.
You gonna be able to do all that work?
Yeah.
And so can you! Thanks for joining us today. Go 3rd grade. Hi, 3rd graders. I'm here with a 3rd grader today.
Hi.
This is Carson Clary, and I'm Mrs. Clary. And we're going to show you today's assignment. Carson, did you know that it is... No, sir.